Think about how cool it would be to wake up to this view. What would you pay to wake up to this view every day right here? And I'm gonna show you one of the most important lessons I've learned here in Bali and in Indonesia. First of all, my friend's just over here. Like, hello, YouTube. My friend's right here. I actually filmed a video before and it stopped working. My friends over there, they sleep there. They're workers and they just kind of sleep. They sleep in that area right there. And if it's one thing that I've learned living here in Indonesia, and by the way, I'm on the shortcut, by the way. So this is like a little video from the shortcut. Just kind of right here, the tip of in the edge of a kind of a rice field, looking at this amazing morning sunrise, and while it's still super quiet. And a little thought that I was having since I've been here, as I went by, I kind of parked my bike to look, and I just saw all these people sleeping in here. Because if you don't know, the workers, when they're building a villa, they're building something like this, they sleep in that area. So these people were sleeping here when I got here, and the sun, it looked so beautiful. I didn't even see them, and I started filming the video. And, you know, it made me think of just how grateful the people are. Like, I kind of didn't see them, and I was talking, and they woke up, and they were just looking at me, and they just smiled, and were like, hello, good morning. I'm just like, I didn't even know you were sleeping here. I can think like in Western society, if we saw that, we'd be so much like, what's wrong? Why are they sleeping outside? Or can you even do that? That's illegal. What are you doing? It's a horrible view. Where are you gonna? So we'd have so many questions. And here, it's kind of like it's like they're just so grateful just to even be here that it changes. Oh, this is literally the shortcut right here. No one's on it. It's super early in the morning. And I must say that the biggest thing that I've learned from being here in Asia is the gratitude. You know, a lot of you guys say, Luke, you seem so positive, you seem so happy in your videos. And that's not because everything goes right. If you guys watch crypto the last few days, things haven't been going the way that a profitable person would like it to go. There's a lot of things all the time in my life that I'm confused about, of where to go, when can I leave Bali? Where can I go back to? When can I see my family? It's been a year and a half, I haven't been home. I was supposed to already have been back in Poland a year ago. I was supposed to be back in Europe a year ago. And still having problem like, well, can I get in? If I get in, can I get out? There's always things that are going on, especially for me in my life. And if anything, this is like a disclaimer to let you guys know that if you guys think it's so perfect, he's just in Bali having a great time, that's true. But there's things in my life that aren't so great. But what I've learned from being here in Bali, and the biggest lesson, is to be in gratitude. If you guys can look on the ground, you can't really see here in the shortcut because they get knocked over. But every morning, when you're here in Bali, you're gonna see these things right here. These are little offerings right here that you see. And the Balinese, they put them out in the roads all the time. They put them in the middle of the street as an offering to give thanks. They do it for safety for people. You'll see them doing their prayers. Anyone who's been here to Bali can tell you that. And I just believe that they stay in such a state of gratitude that it makes it hard to almost complain or be irritated or be, I don't know, when you stay in a state of gratitude, it's like a hack to everything. You know, one of the things I do with my clients, especially when we start talking about things that are really difficult and they're talking about a tough week they had, one of the things I do instantly is shift the focus instantly. Say, okay, what's something you could be really grateful for today? That hard week you had at work, what's one thing you could be grateful for it? You know, if I were to shift things to you, and this should be like a little series, just kind of videos from the shortcut. So if I could tell you something, for example, like in 2020, if you look at 2020 has left a lot of bad feelings and bad taste in people's mouth, let's say it like that. That's an expression in America, meaning it wasn't so great. But if I were to tell you, what was the very valuable lesson that you learned from 2020? What's a lesson that you can use in your entire life that will help you, that you learned from being in the year of 2020? And if you were to start to focus on that, your perspective and your feelings and emotions will start to change. And I think sometimes we kind of forget that, especially if you're from Western society. I'm American, and I've spent the last 10 years of my life living in Europe, and I've seen the different ways of life. America's super high intense, it's go, 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 it's work, make the money, give everything you have, and then at the end you kind of see like, oh man, I forgot to kind of live in the middle of that. And then I got to Europe and lived, and it was kind of a little bit further down. Like people lived, and when I was living in Barcelona, everyone was really tranquilo. When I lived in the south of France, everyone was just like, cool, let's go for wine and cheese, like later, just relax. But then I got here to Asia, Bali and more in particularly, and I got here and the people, they kind of have integrated work and life and joy and play into this big ball of what they do for life here, and their daily life is like this. So many times the people here, they'll be working, but they're laughing and joking. They have their kids at the restaurant just there playing, and they've integrated into their life, and they're just like, they seem so appreciative. So many things that I've seen here that I would say would be a horrible condition if you were living in Western society. That place doesn't look clean. There's no way they could be happy there. And somehow they always stay that way. They always stay with a smile on their face. And people always tell me like, Luke, no, they're just doing it because you're a tourist. And it's not the truth, because I've went around to the little villages. You guys have seen me. And I look at not how they treat me, I look at how they interact with each other. Go to the little traditional markets early in the morning and you'll see them interacting with each other. You'll see them laughing and joking. You'll see the people who are in the back of these big like dump trucks. I wish there was one that came through here. But they have like a big dump trucks, and there's people sitting in the back of them because they're just sorting out the trash in the back. And it smells absolutely horrible. I'm like, goodness. And I know a lot of them. I always say hello. I see them when I'm having my smoothie bowls in the morning. And they'll be laughing. They'll be laughing and joking. And it made me think, like, what happened, especially in Western society, where we forgot how to just enjoy? Like, when did it come just about money? When did it become just about having a career? When did it become only about just getting ahead and what can I do next? Like, where do we start to forget the fun in every moment? Where do we forget the joy that can be appreciated? Even if we have a bad day doesn't equal a bad life. And it's these questions that started to come to me once I've came here and started to live here in Bali. Now I've been here for a year and a half. These questions start to come all the time. It's like, why? What happened? What am I complaining about this when this person's sitting working in this little small shop for $100 a month and they're there 12 hours a day, 6 days a week? And I realized that hack was gratitude. Gratitude. They're grateful for everything. And my thought to you from this morning on the shortcut is, when you can learn to be grateful for everything, the good because it's there, the bad because it's going to teach you and get you ready for something that you maybe won't see in the future, but you're going to need that experience right now. When you start to look at life like that, things start to change. Things start to shift. You stop complaining so much. You start loving a little bit more. You start being more present. And all these things, I felt like I kind of knew, and I feel like you listening to me, you kind of knew it as well. But this is a little bit of a reminder to be grateful in the moment, every moment. And that's kind of my early morning thoughts from here in the shortcut. Maybe do a little series on this. And I want to make this video like 10 minutes. But we got like a minute left. I got nothing else to say. But I will say this, actually. You guys who have questions, some of you guys have questions on Bali. I've got a lot of questions about Bali. I do consulting, guys. I've been doing it for the last probably 5 or 6 months. It's really fun for me. I've toned the time that I do it down. But you guys can sign up in the link below. Thursdays and Sundays, I do the consulting. So you guys who want to move to Bali, who want this information, you have access to me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do it for, but you have access to me. You get 40 minutes, all of your questions, probably 30 minutes I'm going to tone it down to in about a week. Because I do a lot of them and I start to, but I can answer all your questions. You guys who want to come here and are like, Luke, I don't know how to start what I'm trying to do. Like, should I build a business first? Should I come there and try to do it? I'll answer all of your questions in the call. And more importantly, what I've been doing in the calls is also pointing you to programs that I've done that will help you do that. Because I want to see you guys thriving. It's fun for me. It's fun for me to meet you guys here and you're just like, yo, Luke, I moved here. I was so scared and now it's just like the best time ever. I meet some of you guys here on the shortcut. I meet you guys in the cafes and Body Factory on the beach. And it's amazing to see you guys thriving. And for me, it's like, I want to see you guys happy, thriving, living the best life. You guys say that, Luke, I see this comment a lot. Like, Luke, you're living your best life. And it's like, I don't know. Life could be better for me. Life could be worse for me. But this is my life that I have right now. And I'm not someone who made the best of my life. I mean, I hope people say that about me. But more so, I make the best of what I have with where I'm at. And I do that through the power of appreciation and gratitude all the time. All the time. Because you can't be angry and grateful. Can't. I can't be frustrated and grateful at the same time. I can't be hateful towards someone and grateful at the same time. So you see that's how you kind of hack the system. you hack the system by being grateful, and it trumps all the little negative emotions that come up. So on that note, from here on the shortcut, where Mount Batur is there, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little mountain in the background. I want to bid you guys all a good morning, a good evening, and a good night, wherever you are in the world. If you're interested in more, you can do the consulting. And I wasn't gonna walk down the shortcut, but I think I'm gonna take the scooter. Starting to get pretty busy here on the shortcut. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you guys all later from here in the shortcut. Thank you for being here. Speak to you guys all soon. And in the meantime, everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.